yellow primroses. Coming in this morning, I'm not unhappy at all with the foxgloves, so I think it's a keeper. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Art Weekly. I've just cut out some wallpaper. I'm going to do a bit of printing on there, I've decided. It might work, it might not, but I'm going to give it a go. So I've bought the gel plate. I've got a gel plate and a roller, and a lovely viewer suggested using the gel plate on obviously cutting a stencil and maybe using it on the jars. So I'll get the table clear. I'm going to have a real gel plate moment. I think today is the day. I'm happy to stop. You won't believe your ears, but I think I'm happy-ish to stop here for now with foxgloves. I'm just going to let him brood for a bit. What I like and why I want to stop here, it's got more atmosphere than my first rendition. That's my feeling. I'm layering up and so the first thing I want to do, I think I'm going to load white, titanium white on the gel plate to put some print on that painting and take it from there. It's not the best alignment, but I've gone for a smaller print. It's so effective. It's so speedy and it's so effective. I quite like the fact that it's not uniform. I could just drop a panel in here and then rework cheese plant leaves. And I think that is what I'll do. I'm considering this one as my experimental, although everything is experimental. This is my spare canvas. I've got a piece. I'll cut a section down. So that's nice. Sometimes it's really hard if you've left a painting for a little while, and it has been a while. It's quite hard sometimes to get back into the flow of it. And this has just given me a way in. So I can begin immediately. I think I'll begin immediately on the leaves, but I'm quite happy with that. And something's telling me that I'd like to change up the cushion. So I'm going to get going. So I'm going to mix I've got yellow ochre here. I thought I might mix. I used yellow ochre in here and let's go for a... Right, I've literally, the first one I've touched here is the turquoise green. So let's see what comes mixing those two. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's quite different from any green I've got going on there at the moment. So to that, my feeling is that I quite like to keep the chair, to keep everything more tonal. So if I go in with a green, I'm going to try and lift that green with a yellow green. I think I'll stop. I'm not quite sure where I'm going or what I want to do next. So I think I'll pause on green chair. But again, it's that feeling, I've reconnected. It's been a long, long time. There are elements I like, there are things that I'm unsure of. So I'll just leave that for a minute or two, and I'm going to get over on the table with the gel plate and see what fun can be had there. Well, as I was painting away on that chair, I completely forgot about the gel, about the paint on the gel plate. So lifting that off, that's pretty much dried. I could work back into that. I've got a mix here of watercolours, gouache. That's a nice acrylic. An acrylic. What did we have? We have that with a bit of yellow.
So I'll just mix these up.
I quite like that some of the marks on the gel plate have come through. Really, I need to work on a small because I've bought the small gel plate. So if I just take one of those pots, what I might do, where to start. Not knowing what you're doing can be foolhardy, I guess you could say, but it's immense fun. And there are benefits to not knowing what you're doing. When you don't really know what you're doing, and what do I mean by that? I mean, when you don't have a plan and just have materials around and you just get going. You just get going with something, and that thing then prompts the next thing and the next thing. The benefit of not knowing is making discoveries. I might make some dud things. It's all valid because it all tells you what you don't want to do again and what you might like to do more of. But I ended up just with the paint on the roller, and it won't be for everyone, obviously, but it really excites me, and it just gives me the next thinking, if you like. And the only way to combat that tightening up with the work and freezing up, doing nothing, is to not know, is to just go with it. Find inspiration while I'm in the throes of making. I won't rush to be able to say to you, oh look, and this is the finished item. What I think I'm going to do is peg them back up on the wall and let them be a really developing, ongoing, slow project, taking a few here and there. And remarkably for me, I really like the idea of that. I'm getting better at not wanting just to get an end result. I just see them as potential. And I woke up thinking, what might be a nice idea is to go outside. There's some sage, there are different bits and pieces, small foliage, small leaves. I might go out now and have a clip, use the gel plate to see if I could put some of the garden foliage, see what effect that might have. So I've got my little collection here. I probably should go down and get the bigger gel plates, but let's see what happens. Wow. So I've learned my lesson. Check the camera position before you get filming. This was the result of rollering the sage leaves, the spent head of the daffodil, and I think you got the gist of those two guys. So, I bought the chair over here in the vicinity of the foxgloves. I'm now wondering, would it take some pink, red? So red and green are the complementaries. Shades of green, shades of red. This now needs to jump, I think. Yesterday I was feeling very tonal about it, and I'm happy with the chair colour, I'm happy with the cushion, I'm happy with the leaves. I'm questioning here. My question is here and here. I'm excited now. I'm going to get these, I'm going to put these guys back on the wall. Let's just put them back on the wall and see. Yeah, that makes me really happy. They're back on the wall. That no longer looks like a jar, but we can rectify that very easily. I seem to have accumulated more than I started with. So I could keep adding, couldn't I? I might put my bigs up on the wall. I'm going to leave you here this week while I'm playing around. Have a lovely week, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Great comments. I love the comments. I will see you next time.